Hey, everybody. Before we jump into the episode, I just wanted to tell everybody that due to Rachel and I traveling, we ask that you submit your stories by Thursday afternoon this week, please, just so we have time to read them and record Thursday evening. So thank you and enjoy the episode. And welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Matt.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes, using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
So whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
So grab a crumbled pack of ramen, get comfy, and let's dive into this week's stories.
And remember, the only limit is your imagination and 30 minutes. So let's see what you got.
Let's do it.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're doing a whole face over there.
Can you imitate it?
It was rough.
Scary. Yeah,
it's all
okay.
stretched out. It's like the faces at the end of the first Indiana Jones movie. They're all like melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was thinking the faces on The Ring, where they find their dead bodies with their faces like. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I honestly just was like kind of stretching my face, and it felt good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do like stretches. You know,
for
like
the other
limber
things.
up.
Yeah, I'm limbering up.
But not your face.
I'm limbering up my face. I used to, whenever I was young, like in elementary school, I had something like Tourette's. Some kind of Tourette's. And
so you just had Tourette's?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would have the urge to kind of do like...
just open your mouth as wide as possible. Just... Okay. Why?
Because I had Tourette's.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I would also like had this urge to like stretch my eyeballs like as far as they would go. And I remember there was this one camp. I went to a summer camp and there was like a group picture, which was like one of those panorama pictures, you know?
Just imagine.
It was really big, like rolled up, and you had to unroll it.
Yeah.
And my mom got our copy and she was like looking through it at all the people. And then everybody's just like smiling or looking weird or whatever. And then she comes to me and I'm like...
just staring off into into space.
Like in a really creepy and weird way. And my mom was like, it looks like you're like see a UFO coming down or something. Like you're the only one that sees it.
Yeah, everybody's looking ahead. You're off looking up. You're like, oh God, they found us.
I did have that look on my face. But my mom knew the reason that I was making that face because she knew that I had Tourette's. And she's like, you're not okay.
There's something wrong with this kid.
There's something very wrong with you.
And I don't know if it's just Tourette's.
Right. We don't know, but remains to be seen.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
Well, did you see all our stories?
That I did.
Who did we decide to read this week?
We decided to read Jake.
Do you want to read this one?
Yeah. This is Inflatuation by Jake. Luella, or Lou to her friends, was a regular at the Center Valley Yoga Studio. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, she chiseled out time in her night to go to a studio that was too hot on purpose, too hippie on accident, and was out of her neighborhood. She started attending not long after her breakup with Justin, a man-child of such spectacular cruelty and idiocy that it was almost more appropriate to laugh rather than hate. Almost. She went there for the peace. She went there because doing yoga kept her in shape, which was vital in the current dating environs. It was a positive atmosphere, but all of that paled in comparison to the main reason she kept going. His name was Tyler, and he was not Lou's type whatsoever. However, Tyler always ended up right next to her in class, something she suspected was on purpose. He was pudgy around the middle, a departure from her usual fit men. His hair was shaggy, tousled, and muddy brown. He showed up to every yoga class, the same as her, and every time she saw him, she couldn't help but have a mini swoon in her head. She could not explain it, but she felt like his eyes were made for seeing her, that his hands were made to hold her waist as they danced. There was a certain breed of animalistic lust in her mind, which is a decent place to begin on, but it was more than carnal desire that drove her to look for him as she entered. She liked seeing someone put in the work to better themselves. And besides, he seemed so kind. For some reason, she couldn't muster up the bravery to actually talk to him. Her departure from Justin was pretty miserable and left some scars on her valor that would be there for the rest of her life. She used to only come to yoga for 2 classes a week, but since the breakup, she hasn't been eating well, thus increasing her attendance. Late-night door dashes to Taco Bell were frequent, and while she wasn't delving into full alcoholic territory, she was having a fair amount of beer. It is with these very thoughts that we join Luella, mid-downward dog. She was sweating, her face was contorted, and her body was clenched in a tight coil of muscle. Luella really had to fart. She wasn't a gassy girl, not like some of her friends. Kaya can belch the alphabet after enough schnapps. But enough fast food will do anything to a decent person's stomach. Melissa, the teacher, was yelling, in as pleasant a tone as a person can yell, about what position the class was transitioning to next. Meanwhile, Lou's guts were screaming at her about an immediate incoming problem. Her glutes were as clenched as her teeth, keeping the gas at bay, but just barely. Stand up, transition slowly into warrior pose, Melissa said, as if that actually mattered to Lou at this point. She stood, being very mindful of her own position and control. There was a break coming in a few minutes. If she could hold out until then, she could make it to the bathroom. The bathroom wouldn't judge her. Her right foot dragged back and her left leg bent at the knee. As she put her arm out in the air, as if aiming a javelin, she felt that she had finally gained control. This hubris would be merely failed hope that began to grow. Then it happened, sharp and quick, like someone ripping a page from a magazine at a rapid pace. Her heart dropped at the sound, her body unaware of the loss of control until it was much too late. She froze in spot, hoping no one would have noticed, even though Melissa wasn't speaking and the only other distraction would be the quiet indigenous music that played. Then there was a snort, then a giggle. Her cheeks flushed as quickly as a new toilet. They burned with the heat of an Olympic sconce. Somewhere in a far-off fantasy land, Melissa was saying something about how it happens, and they needed to focus. Lou turned her head to look around and see how bad of looks she was getting. It would kill her, she thought, to see everyone looking at her. With all of the confidence issues she was going through, she figured this would just end her existence. She saw Tyler and was mortified to see that he was holding back a smile and losing the fight. Lou was already fighting the tears welling up in her eyes before they had truly begun to form. She dropped out of the warrior pose and rolled up her mat. She couldn't bring herself to look at him again as she went to the locker room to grab her coat. Sweat was forming in her lower back, and it had nothing to do with the physical activity. She took a couple of minutes to get herself under control and release a little more gas, and was debating if she was really going to leave early just because of a fart. In the end, she decided she was, that she had made the embarrassment worse in the running away. She grabbed her coat from her locker and pushed open the door to go back into the studio. Waiting for her there was Tyler, a slight smile on his face. It almost killed her, but also felt like a lifeline. She was too embarrassed to take it and began to walk past him with a slight "excuse me." To her surprise, he didn't make any motion to stop her, but simply said one thing that caught her so off guard that she had to stop and stare at him, dumbstruck. "You know, before you ran off, I was going to say it was me." Lou's shock broke after a few seconds. She started laughing, the tears she was fighting now beginning to flow in relieving streams. She pressed her back against the doorway they were in and just looked at him. "Why?" she questioned after her giggles stopped. "I don't know, it just seemed polite. you're really pretty, and you looked kind of down most of the time. I figured something like this was the last thing you needed. He paused to collect a thought before stumbling out. I mean, nobody really cares. It happens. He gave her a smile that made her insides turn into melted sugar, warm and sticky and sweet. Still fragile if not handled properly, but something told her that this man was a special one. Thank you. Tyler, right? Yeah, I don't think I've caught your name. I'm Luella. Luella. That is a really pretty name. His voice made her name sound like music. After a moment, she couldn't believe what she was seeing. He was trying to work up the courage. He was about to ask her out. Flabbergasted, she couldn't stop herself from blurting out, "Wait, are you about to ask me out?" Quickly slapping a hand to her mouth after. Tyler's cheeks flushed hard, and he squeaked out a meager, "Yes." Why? Why after I just ripped one in the middle of our yoga class? Tyler had a single burst of laughter that he quickly stifled. Lou felt that she liked the feeling of making him laugh. To be honest, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. This kind of reminded me that you're human like me. Plus, you seemed upset and I didn't want to see you that sad. So what do you say? You want to meet somewhere for coffee? Lou was stunned at the roller coaster of a 10 minutes she had just had. Yes, I'd love that.
Excellent.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so this made me really happy. This just made me happy. When it started out, I was like, oh, this is going to be another one of those, like the comedian.
Oh yeah, and it's all going to go very sideways.
Very sideways. But I feel like this is the story that has made me the happiest on this podcast so far. At the end of it, I was just like smiling.
I know.
To myself, you know? It just is good. And also I was like, how is Luella possibly going to get out of the situation since she fled the scene of the crime?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But it somehow miraculously turned around at the end. And so, yeah, I mean, well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of want to hit this from the top because I'm like you. This is just just leaves you with just such some wonderful feelings.
Yes.
I was absorbed in the whole thing.
Yes.
And it drew me in. I don't know how it's so good at just getting you set in this scene. And I do think that it's just this yoga studio. And it's just something that's easy for us to picture. And so we can immediately just fall into place with it.
Yeah.
And just the way that it's characterized, a studio that was too hot on purpose, too hippie on accident, and was out of her neighborhood. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then we get some immediate context of she started attending not long after her breakup with Justin. So it just gives us clues about where we are, who Luella is, what her circumstances are very quickly. And we move right into this scene where she's got a fart in a yoga class. It's such a human thing to set up. Yeah.
That was bold of her, though, to keep going and not go to the bathroom. Because I think that if I was in that situation, I would definitely go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Rather than risk it.
Just fold and go okay, I'm going to get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
But I almost am glad that she didn't, because that's kind of what led to that very, very happy ending.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And part of me was really frustrated with Luella whenever she was just like, how upset she got that she did fart. It's just like,
yes,
they're funny things.
Yeah.
Just, you're allowed to be funny.
Yeah.
And people are just that's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand the embarrassment behind that, but I mean, I do, but
I understand the embarrassment. That level of embarrassment strikes me as something that I would have experienced in junior high, you know, but as an adult, it would be embarrassing, but also not as serious as she took it here.
Yeah, not quite as crippling. But,
yeah.
But maybe that's just more about who Luella is. She's just an anxious person, like a socially anxious person. So
yes, exactly. And a shy person.
Yeah. Yeah. And to have any negative attention drawn to her.
Right. And especially whenever she's right beside her crush.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, she's clearly macking on Tyler pretty hard. Yeah.
It's like when you fart during sex. Oops.
Oops. Yeah.
What do you do? You laugh.
Just keep going.
You keep going.
That's what you do.
You keep going. It's true.
You don't acknowledge it. Just let it happen.
Exactly. It's
No need.
No, it's like that happened, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this part where she was like, she could not explain it, but she felt like his eyes were made for seeing her, that his hands were made to hold her waist as they danced. There was a certain breed of animalistic lust in her mind, which is a decent place to begin on, but it was more than carnal desire that drove her to look for him as she entered. She liked seeing someone put in the work to better themselves, and besides, he seemed so kind. Seems she can explain it.
Yeah. She explained it.
I can't explain it, and proceeds to explain it.
Yeah, they're thoroughly.
Yeah. I really liked all of those descriptions. And again, it all just feels so very human, even down to the, I can't explain it, and then goes to such lengths to do exactly that.
Totally. It's also very like human that the guy is not like, super fit or something.
Yeah. Also just very
average
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that so much.
Oh man, I love that you just put Luella really had to fart on its own line, just by itself. Like this is the inciting incident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also really like the way that the fart is described.
Yes.
I felt like that was very, very well described.
Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah, it's like ripping a page out of, what was it, a magazine?
Yeah. As she put her arm out in the air as if aiming a javelin, she felt that she had finally gained control. This hubris would be merely failed hope that began to grow. Then it happened. Sharp and quick, like someone ripping a page from a magazine at a rapid pace.
Yeah.
Her heart dropped at the sound, her body unaware of the loss of control until it was much too late. The ripping magazine is great. And it seems like an appropriate description for someone who is mortified of farting in public.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't actually go to any length other than like describing like tearing a magazine page.
Yeah.
Like it's all just descriptive. It never just comes out and describes it as, like airy or wet or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I feel like that describes it well.
It does, yeah. But it's also very kind of like a posh description.
Yeah.
For what sounds like a semi-posh person, maybe.
Yeah. It just sounds like there was a whole lot of pressure building up that it would... Exactly. Oh man, that's funny.
Farts are inherently just funny things.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. There was a snort, then a giggle. Her cheeks flushed as quickly as a new toilet.
Yeah.
That's so
good. Pretty good. Actually, that got me thinking. I was like, oh, do new toilets flush faster than old toilets?
They really do. Yeah, modern toilets flush real fast.
Okay. Yeah. But like, would a newer, like fresh off the press toilet flush faster than one that had been around for, let's say, a year?
I don't know.
Probably. It's probably tighter.
Tighter?
Yeah, like, because the more you use it, the more the screws kind of like loosen,
Screws?
Yes. Like
Toilets
the handle.
are ceramic.
I know. I've had to screw in a handle on my toilet.
But it's all just gravity, water and gravity.
I'm just saying.
Maybe the pipes constrict a little bit as gunk builds up, and that will make the flow slower.
But also, I've noticed that after I installed a new toilet handle, it would flush a lot faster. Because it was looser, then it would like go down a minute and then catch and then flush.
Oh, so we're talking like moments, like from it not flushing to the moment it is now in the process of flushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are we having this conversation?
Because Jake put it in his story. Yeah.
It's so weird. I just had to replace the float valve in one of our toilets, and it runs so much better now.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a weirdly excellent quality of life improvement.
Hell yeah.
Just a float valve in a toilet.
Yeah.
Weird. Being a homeowner is weird. It's very strange.
It's a strange phenomenon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we get this interaction finally, this meet cute between Tyler and Luella. And it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. It's just so human, and just the way she's like, so you're going to come up and ask me out after I rip a big one in yoga.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I am.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, and what a great time to just basically be like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a great way of also showing like he kind of accepts you for who you are.
Right.
Smelly
he likes
parts
me
and all.
for me.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Tyler seems like a cool guy.
Yeah. Seems like a keeper.
Yep.
So my final note on this was, well, that was fucking adorable, and the title is perfect.
Yeah, that's very good.
The title is perfect.
Very good.
Yeah. No notes on this one, dude. This is beautiful.
Mhm.
I love this.
It was great.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
And up next, we have Census Week by Nick to You.
Hey, Nut.
Hey, Nick. And we're back.
We're back. We're back with Badger.
and Sapura.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw Badger, I was like, oh, yay. I've been missing these guys.
I kind of did too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of this story is how census is used.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of the random words that we got.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns into like this pivotal crux for the whole story.
Yeah.
And part of the world itself, too.
Yeah.
I really loved that.
Yeah.
Just the way you were able to use the word census in this way felt wonderful.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too.
Yeah.
It was kind of, to me, it was like a similar idea of census that I was kind of going for in my story, but didn't get that far. But yeah, I kind of like related to that because I was like, yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Census is like a festival because that's when everybody comes together.
To be counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this, especially in this environment, in this world. Yeah. And the way that it's treated like a party, like a festival.
Yeah.
And they bring things to draw people out so that they can get as accurate a count as possible.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All this while Sapura is like actively dodging them. It sounds like, yeah.
I really loved the description of the food.
Yes.
That was probably one of my favorite parts. And at first, whenever they were talking about his money at the very beginning, when Sapura's like, don't forget about getting your helmet. And he's like, I'm not, but a man has priorities. And Sapura just grunted. I was like, oh, is he going to like go to the whorehouse?
It's going to go to the bitches.
Yeah, go to the bitches.
Yeah.
That's where I thought it was going. I was like, oh, okay. I hadn't really gotten that kind of feeling about Badger before.
Yeah.
But okay. But then no, it was food.
It was food.
And I was like, okay, I can get on board with that.
What was it? It was a big old leg of goat. Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. A whole goat's leg. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That just makes me think of going to the fair and getting a whole turkey leg.
Hell
and
yeah.
There's no way you can finish a whole turkey leg.
Well, I mean,
yes.
You can.
You can.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
I can. I can.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, it just gets that whole vibe, like the street vendors, the food.
Yeah, totally.
Like, it's, yeah. This paints such a wonderful picture. But,
it really does.
But yeah, the food. Are you drooling? Sapura asked incredulously. Mm-hmm. Yes, Badger said unabashedly. I can smell honey smoked goat. Yeah. Yeah. And also we get, there will be beer for the herbivores, Badger pointed out. And that earned him a grudging head tilt that counted as a nod. These characterizations that we're getting just kind of peppered in. Wonderful.
Yeah, very good.
Wonderful.
Very good. Yes. Oh, that makes me want to honey roast some meat.
Yeah.
Yum.
You gonna honey roast some ham later?
I might.
Yeah.
I just have to get the
some
items.
Ham and
some
honey,
ham and honey.
And some roast.
And some roast, yes. To make that happen. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely scene we're setting here. And oh man, he ate so much that I like the description of the guy with the deer-like face. Certainly, I can pay a couple copper if you want. The guy who bought the bones.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or took the bones. And his deer-like face was wild but friendly with big eyes. I really liked that description.
Yeah.
So creative.
Yeah, and again, it's reinforcing that this is a very different set of people and characters without just beating you over the head with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's a camel-headed man.
Yeah, I especially liked, I thought this was really interesting. I need a new sword, Sapura said. I'm going to go get one. Don't draw the census takers' attention. They already know who we are. Let's not go reminding them. So it's just this more characterization that Sapura is trying to be as low key as possible.
Yeah.
Despite being, legendary ranked and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like, okay, at first I was like very starstruck by Sephora and very just like in awe of her or whatever. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, like boring, do something fun. Like, we get it. You're a serious, solemn person who's, doing serious and solemn things all the time.
Yeah.
But
and stoic, borderline stoic. Yeah.
So stoic.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. So I guess that's why it's very good that we have Badger here to like kind of offset that.
Yeah. Yeah. He does act as a great foil because he's the one who offers up there'll be beer. And she's like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they seem kind of counter to what you would expect. You would expect like maybe the giant guy to be the brooding kind of more. That I don't know. I could be projecting on that, but that's just they seem kind of run counter to what you might expect at a glance. But yeah, this guy, I liked this. Once Badger would have scrounged for the coins, referring to the guy. Now he said, "No worries. You're doing me a favor by taking these from me." And I like this as we're seeing some growth out of Badger just by his success and the way that he handles being successful.
Yeah.
Is more charitable.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now that he can be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he walked away in a daze, his stomach churning but satisfied. He felt euphoric. Love that. Yeah. And that's such a great way to describe like just being at a festival, belly full, like good music and everything. Just the idea of calling it euphoric. Yeah. Wonderful.
Very wonderful.
Man, I really liked this, Nick. And it's had such
too.
a great time returning to Badger and Sephora.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
And up next is Suspicious of a Stranger by Curious Writer 25. Hey, welcome back.
Hey. Hello.
So we pick up right where we left off.
Exactly, which I like. Easy to follow.
Yeah, very simple.
Yes.
No questions. And this is an interesting way to read a story week by week. It's a beat by beat telling of a story that's being told over the course of like a beat a week.
Yeah. It's a beat by beat telling of a story that's being told beat by beat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very interesting to just take this like one beat at a time.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, we pick up right where we left off, and it turns out that this girl did, as I suspected, have, some knowledge of Cassandra before just seeing her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did have some knowledge of her from the true crime, whatever, that Cassandra was on. And something that I really like about this story is that it doesn't follow the pattern that you expect. Because you expect, or at least I do, that this girl, Jessie, that Jessie is going to eventually make Cassandra come around and be like, oh, okay, well, yeah. But it's like, you don't get that. It's just like, no, fuck off, Jessie. Yeah. Period. No, I'm serious. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I like that kind of like, I was gonna say delay, but just like the lack of satisfaction. You know what I'm saying?
That withholding almost.
Yes, the withholding. I really like that because it's not the normal pattern that you expect.
Yeah. Yeah. It almost reminds me of like in the hero's tale or the adventure. What is it? Like the standard trope, like the heroes, hero's journey. Yeah. Yeah. In the hero's journey, it's like the refusal of the call. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I have a feeling we'll return to this and she'll be like forced to take up Jessie in some way or something like that. That's kind of the vibe that it's giving me is this sort of like refusal of the call to take up whatever is being set up here with this true crime and diving into her past. So.
Right. Because when a character is presented in a story, I guess you kind of do expect it to go somewhere with that character, So maybe Jessie will eventually work her way back in or something. Yeah. It would be funny if she didn't.
Yeah, she's just like a one-off. It's like, and she's gone. And she's gone.
And like, no. Claire's like, no, I'm serious. Like, fuck off.
I told you once.
Period.
Get the fuck away from me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that would be very annoying. I would be annoyed if I was Cassandra.
Yeah, and it's almost like Jessie's kind of like I want to say paparazzi kind of, but it's more just like obsessive fandom.
Oh yeah, like a groupie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah. I'm actually really curious. This line, and how did you even know that about me? My back was turned to you. Have you been stalking me? I was just curious that whenever you arrived, I'm curious how you're approaching this story. Are you writing this? Are you discovering it as you write it each week on this beat by beat, or did you have this idea in mind last week? I'm just curious. I'm curious how you planned to get here, or if you're just finding it as you're writing it.
Yeah. Jessie seems very annoying, and especially at the end when she's like, I put my number in your wallet. It's like, excuse me?
You did what now? Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Jessie seems annoying. I'm not a fan of Jessie.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's just so much peppered in here. This wouldn't be the first time he had sent someone to spy on her. So we're getting little details about this unnamed he that's in Cassandra's past, and that he sent people to spy on her for whatever reason. So sounds like he is a part of, presumably, whatever she was on this true crime show for.
Totally.
He's involved in that in some way. And he's still sending spies after her, and she's so distrustful of everyone because of that, it sounds like.
Because of that, A, and B, because there's creepers like Jessie
that just pop up.
that are like
even if she is a well-wisher, do-gooder, like trying to do something good for Cassandra, it's like you completely misread the situation. Like, this is not how you do this.
Right.
Yeah. So just good characterization and just simple beat by beat tellings. Yeah.
I commented this on Reddit, but I really like the ending. That's my favorite part.
Oh yeah, and because Curious Writer mentioned that they felt like it was just tacked on, like just kind of a tag ending. But
I love that because it's just, I don't know why, it just works. I don't know how to describe it, but it just works for me.
That kind of non sequitur just kind of drops you out of the story.
It just feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like they're like forced wrapping up of the story.
Yeah.
You know, it's like just very natural. It's like, oh, so I put my earbuds back in and, oh, this is a cool song.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess in stories, we have a tendency, or maybe even a desire as writers and maybe even as readers, to have something like kind of tie it all together. Or to wrap something up, or to set up something where we're going. Whereas this is just a moment. Yeah. And we just leave it on a moment.
Yeah. And I really like that. And
interesting.
I think that's my favorite type of ending to a chapter or to a short story or whatever.
It's just to live it, just be in that moment for.
Yeah. I really like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Because I actually did kind of agree with Curious Writer. I was like, it does feel like it's kind of tacked on, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like it's just a kind of glimpse into the moment around. I would say you could probably do both. Like you could end it there and then just have something to tie up, like how Cassandra feels in this moment. Yeah. Just, she's in this moment. How is Cassandra in this moment?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could, end it or whatever that would work. But for me, this really, really works.
Nice.
Yeah.
This question, are you proposing I spend more time? Are you proposing that I spend more time with the woman who snuck up on me in the park? How is that supposed to have a positive outcome for me? It's an excellent, excellent question, Cassandra. So, yeah. So yeah, she's clearly got her wits about her, and she's just not gonna.
She ain't having it.
She ain't having it. No. Yeah. Well, I'm really enjoying this Curious Writer, and again, this kind of beat by beat telling has really got me intrigued. So keep it up. And up next, we have Matt's Guide, Option 8. I don't have the title in front of me.
Take the Stairs.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Option 8, Take the Stairs. By Walker.
Hey, Walker.
Hey, Walker. So we're back in Matt's Guide.
We're back here.
We're back. So yeah, whenever it said Take the Stairs, did you have any idea where we were going with this one?
My main thing was just like, is he being literal or metaphorical here? Like, does he really mean take the stairs?
Turns out it was both. literal and metaphorical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, me either. And at this point, I'm kind of beyond the idea of presuming I could
exactly,
guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just like along for the ride.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do really like the advice, though, of taking the stairs.
Yeah.
In life, I totally agree with that. And if we're talking literally taking the stairs and that literal advice, I agree with a lot of what Walker says here. About how we're all like, oh, everything has to be convenient. Like convenience is our God-given right, or shit like that.
Yeah. Makes me think of WALL-E and the way humans are all just like being carried conveniently on their platform beds with screens, and just drinks are delivered to them.
Yes, and I love the part where it's like the part that really made me laugh was, dang, where is it? Oh yeah. Sorry, I went down a little bit here, but where it's like, whatever life has gotten you addicted to, these 12 steps are your way out of a boring and pointless existence, relegated to staying in bed all day, watching the latest period drama drivel on Netflix, while convincing yourself this is what everyone means by Netflix and chill. It is not.
It is not.
It's like, yeah, this is what they mean, right?
Right.
Nope. That's not what they mean. That part made me laugh. That was very funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm, that's a really good one.
But I agree about also the furniture. Like, I also am like, okay, let's be easier on our furniture. Let's consider others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a metaphor, or just in general, like, be nice to your furniture?
Be nice to your furniture. Okay. Like, literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked this part. The Kazakh kobus is not some instrument designed for your casual appreciation, like the cymbal-shaped guitar featured on the old posters of Prince on your bedroom wall. No, this is an artifact of a culture that understood sound as a ritual, vibration as medicine, and resonance as something far more serious than your 500th curated Spotify playlist. I really appreciated that. That really hits very close to home from like my philosophy on music and like what it can mean to people.
Yeah.
It even goes all the way back to, I want to say, Socrates, and like those ancient philosophers had just mad respect for the power of what music could do.
Yeah.
To the point that some of them insisted it must be censored. It has too much power over the soul.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Socrates that wanted it censored. I think it was it Plato?
Probably.
Yeah. Plato, I think, wanted to absolutely censor music because of its
Plato.
its effects on the soul.
Fuck off, Plato. Yeah,
So,
if anybody
really
would have
appreciated
said that between the two, it would have been Plato, because Socrates was way cooler than
Yeah, he's
that.
way chill. Socrates is way
chill.
fucking. As a matter of fact, Socrates, I think, came out and said, absolutely not. You cannot censor music.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Interesting. Yeah, I really like the description there of the kobus. I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then this next part, carved from a single piece of wood, strung with horsehair. This marvel of human ingenuity produces a raw, overtone heavy sound, feeling less like music and more like history dragging itself across the open steppe. And no, that's no misspelling. At this point, my comment just says, and here I give the floor to Rachel to discuss the step and the horse fiddle. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you really want to open that door right now?
No, but I wanted to just bring it up because that felt like a call out to Rachel's guide, possibly in Mongolia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, need I say that Kazakhstan is bordering to the west of Mongolia, and the cultures are very, very similar. And there's even a whole Kazakh province in the west of Mongolia, which is full of Kazakh people. I had a couple of Kazakh students when I taught in Mongolia.
Huh.
And I just thought they were dumb, but turns out they didn't speak Mongolian.
Oh. They're like, I don't know what you're saying.
No, totally. And of course, he didn't speak English either. But I remember talking to Adbayer, my Mongolian friend, and I was like, there's these Kazakh, and they look totally different. Because the Mongolians just look like your stereotypical Asian, but the Kazakh people have colored eyes. They look more like Turkish.
Interesting. Okay.
But there's different looking ones. There's also Asian looking ones.
Okay.
But these ones were like more like Turkish looking ones. And
these ones.
yeah, and I was talking to Advaita. I was like, oh my God, like I have these two Kazakh students and they're so stupid. Like every time I say anything to them, like even in Mongolian, they're just like,
darn.
And he was like, yeah, that's because they don't speak Mongolian. I was like, really? What? He was like, yeah, they're from, I forgot what the name of the province is, but he's like, they're from that province and they speak their own Kazakh language over there. They don't speak Mongolian. I was like, oh,
well, shit.
And he just was like laughing at me for being an idiot and just thinking that they're idiots.
You're the idiot for thinking they're
I'm
idiots.
the idiot. I was, in fact, the idiot.
Oh.
And then I was a lot nicer to them after that because I was like, oh, this is just.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That I thought they were just being douchebags, like not responding to anything, you know? Oh my God. Anyway, but the kobiz is very similar to the horse fiddle, the Mongolian horse fiddle.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
Because I know more about the horse fiddle thanks to ours truly.
Meh.
You.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so the advice that we get here is genuine advice. Like this is starting to move away from the satire and just poking at the reader. Mm-hmm. And actually starting to offer up like, yes, the 12-step program can actually address many types of addiction, not just alcoholism. So,
and I totally love the shout out to the 12-step program here. Like I'm a big fan. I've never gone through the program, but actually I have, because at my church, we went through the 12-step program together. Like every week was a different step.
Yeah.
STEPPE.
Oh, okay. Shut up.
Shut up.
You're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of that program.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's done wonders for many people, but yeah, and the comparison, or I guess the comparative language of taking the stairs, the steps, and the 12 steps, I thought that was very creative.
Yeah.
I really like that.
That is.
Yeah.
Along with the mixture of step.
Yes.
It's like a triple entendre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well played, dude.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
Had you already realized that?
The 12-step program and taking the steps of the stairs. Yeah, I'd done that, but not the step of Kazakh.
Yeah. It's like 3 things at the same time. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what a way to land at that idea off of a music prompt like this.
Yeah.
And very interesting.
Fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, very creative.
Mm-hmm.
This part. And let us be honest for a moment, shall we? After all, if you wish to ever proceed past the pre-friend stage to the self-congratulated friend, honesty is required and is indeed the best policy. The fact is simply that this approach and this required option for success in life is not about your body at all. It's about your mind and all the ways you convince yourself to avoid any real effort at improvement. You don't hate stairs, after all. You hate being seen as you try. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because what if you fail? Will people laugh at you? And that kind of takes me back to some of the themes of Jake's story. Mm-hmm. Like, because that could be perceived as like a failure and being seen while you fail. Yeah. But she's in yoga. She's trying to do better.
Yeah.
And so it felt very thematically resonant for this week. So I really liked that. You don't hate the stairs. You hate being seen as you try. That's a great idea that I'm going to have to think about for a little bit. It's one of those
about not being afraid to be seen.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because so much of what we do to improve ourselves, we feel we must do in private. And so to be seen improving and maybe not doing as well as others can be seen as a failure, but no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really not. So I really appreciated that line.
That is really good.
Yeah.
You don't have to become impressive. You just owe it to yourself to become healthy and stable, successful.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, and this paragraph, this is where it really landed home for me. Taking the stairs or the steps, all 12 of them, is about daily decisions. So that's where he really does textually lay out the comparison right there. Yeah. And that is where I picked up on it. So I wasn't just like, oh, cool, yeah, 12 steps and the stairs. Like, it didn't really land for me until that line there.
Okay, yeah, I honestly, by that point, I was already like kind of overcome with metaphor. And my brain wasn't
accepting any more metaphor.
No, it was just like, no.
The metaphor cup is full.
Yeah. My metaphor cup was overflowing.
Yeah. And this, it seems humiliating. It's not about that. It's about humility. I like that comparative language, humiliating and humility. That's very nice.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Walker, I really liked this.
This was great.
This is a really good one. And again, I like that as we round each of these guides out at near the end, we do start to actually land into some actual like serviceable advice.
Yeah. Some stuff that really like makes you think.
Yeah. Yeah. And up next will be life coach. Option 9, becoming a life coach.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be a thing. Yeah.
I rather enjoyed this as well.
I did too. Thank you, Walker.
Thank you, Walker.
And up next is an untitled story.
It's called Arrival.
Oh, up next is Arrival by Wookie.
That's right.
Hey.
Hey.
Did you have fun writing this?
I had so much fun writing this.
I can tell because
really?
The output here, like it just seems like you were having so much fun that it's like, I'm just going to keep writing.
Yeah, I was on a roll.
And damn this timer. Like, I'm enjoying myself too much. I'm going to keep going.
No, totally. I was like, I'm not stopping, actually. This is working for me.
Yeah. I would put that forth to anybody. Like, if you're vibing with what you're writing, don't stop.
No, totally.
Don't let that timer tell you when to stop.
Absolutely.
Like, let it inform you. Like, let it inform you of what the amount of time that you're taking, but don't ever cut a vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't let it box you in.
Yeah.
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 I was vibing.
Yeah, I can get that. And man, this cast of characters.
Aren't they fun?
They're so fun. Oh my God. My notes over here are just like new name.
Yep. And so the thing is that I asked you all to imagine that there was a story before this and after Swedish Fish.
Yeah.
Which was the journey,
right?
Where we were becoming more acquainted with the characters and a lot of things were happening.
Well, and you see, I think even barring that installment, I think that we do get satisfactory introduction for each of these characters.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I really could latch on to each of them and their kind of general vibe.
Yeah.
Granted, it is very rapid fire.
Right.
But it does serve as introductions for each of them. Yeah. And this continues to remain very colorful.
Yay.
Like your descriptions almost always lend to some sort of like colorful like theming to it. So as I started reading this and as I was kind of like going along with this story, it reminded me of, and I haven't read this story in so long, but The Alchemist.
Okay, yeah.
By Coelho, I believe is his name.
I don't remember the name of the author, but
I believe he's a Portuguese author. But anyways, it kind of it vibes like The Alchemist, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. And again, it's been so long since I've read it that it's just I'm strictly basing that off of vibes.
Right.
So, but I sink into the story, and the names are awesome.
Yay.
Of course, we have Yabardo.
Yes.
We have Shufta, which is just a great name to say aloud. Shufta and Solomon with the T. Solomon?
Yeah, it's
Solomon.
Yeah, it's actually okay. So this, to me, I'm weaving together Mongolian and Arab culture.
Ah,
yes.
Okay.
And so Shufta is more of an Arab name. The way you pronounce the other one in Mongolian is Tolmung, but Salman works.
Yeah, Salman.
Yeah. That's a Mongolian name. Like I actually know a guy named Salman. But
Degi?
Degi.
Yeah,
Degi. Okay.
That's a fun name.
I know.
Degi.
So Salman is a Mongolian name. Zaya is also a Mongolian name, and Zaya, I know several Zayas, but it means destiny.
Ah.
Yeah. I know a monk.
So the name is like informing their quality as well.
Exactly.
Okay,
I know a monk Zaya, and that name means eternal destiny.
Ooh.
Yeah, all of their names are cool. But I mean,
if I do say so myself, they're all dope as shit.
No, I mean Mongolians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Degi, I named her after this fiddler in Mongolia. She's famous.
Okay.
Who I have always just been like enamored with her music. And her name is Degi. So, and also I had a student named Degi. But anyway, so I named her after that. And then Suhaila is an Arab name, But it's weird because she's a bull.
Which is Mongolian.
That's Mongolian for shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Suhaila means something like, fuck, I forgot. Something cool.
Something dope.
Yeah.
Whatever
dope.
it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Suhaila was the final introduction that we get to a new character. So just each of them, like, what a band of characters to rove with. Like, such... And I really liked that we save the word Jin for the end,
right? After
we meet all of these characters, because they do seem just so otherworldly and just this kind of, they strike me as flat characters. Like, they're not the kind of characters that are going to grow. Okay. They're the kind of characters that will help Sven grow. And so we will see the growth in Sven, but they are there to be guides, almost like anchor points to drive the story forward, which I think flat characters can sometimes be some of the coolest characters.
Interesting.
Because they're so clearly themselves.
Yeah. And
they don't need to change. They've already changed. They've already grown. Yeah. They are who they are.
Yeah. It's interesting that you say that, because like whenever I was talking about Tolmung and his cooking skills, he was the cooker, right?
Yes.
Yeah. At first, yes. At first, I was like saying that he was honing his cooking skills, but that didn't feel right, because I'm like, no, he's already like a master.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, he's displaying his cooking skills.
Yeah. He's showing off. Yeah.
Yeah. So that fits into what you're saying, that they're kind of like already developed.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah, and they do already feel developed. Yeah. Like, each of them feels masters of their craft and trade.
Right.
And they're all along for this journey to this city that shows up at the very end.
Right.
And all of this while Yabardo is saying that they're going to count. We go, they count, right? Sven plays it safe at this point. Census. The counting is a census, stated Zaya, matter-of-factly. It's time that you are accounted for. All very intriguing. Like, we're kind of playing coy with this idea of counting and being accounted for. Yeah. It's like, so much of this just seems like metaphor that I can't say for sure that they're going to count people. Like, I'm curious what this accounting is meant to be.
Exactly.
It seems almost prophetic. Is kind of the way it strikes me, especially when you have this band of what feels like and is even described as Jean. Yeah. Descending on this city with Sven in tow.
Right. Like, and so that's kind of a foreshadowing where hold on, Zaya is like, you've got to be counted, and Sven is like, well, what about you? And Zaya is like, we all must be accounted for. And so it's like, that's kind of foreshadowing, because it's like suddenly grouping Sven in with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
So the way it left me thinking is that if this is a group of Jin coming into this city to account and be accounted, is it like, are all the Jin coming into this one city and it's just going to be like a festival of Jin? It's going to be wild.
Honestly, I have some, and I didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
Because this took so long to get to here.
And it was time well spent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Especially, I think maybe you could have done this quicker had you already done all the introductions in your previous journey. But man, I love this cast of characters.
Yeah.
And I would urge you to give each of them their own time. Like, give them each space. Don't try to just cram them together.
Yeah,
gloss over them.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. Like, I feel like each one of them needs lots of, I don't know, displaying their character.
Yeah.
You know?
And each feels so unique.
Yeah, exactly.
So unique. Yeah.
The one that I like the most, honestly, is Yabardo.
He's pretty rad.
I love
how his generous hips.
Yes, are swaying. Yeah. And Sven is like, I don't know, hypnotized.
Yeah.
by his
bootylicious booty.
Yes. But I like how I could just picture him being like, I know, wait.
Yeah.
He's kind of like looking at Sven, like side-eyeing.
Yeah. And Sven at this point is like, oh, so you're saying you can't wait.
Right.
Yeah, because you're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even I, after just one entry, I know, wait, he
Yeah.
answered feeling clever. Even I was like, I understood even just from that what he meant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he's playing coy.
He's playing coy.
Like he's holding on to some secrets, but then Sven glanced over at Yabardo and noticed that he looked crestfallen, disappointed that Zaya had let the cat out of the bag and ended his fun. So Yabardo was having fun.
He was.
But yeah, and again, it's just this kind of the way they interact with one another, like this band of Gene, and how they work with each other, and Zaya just kind of like took the air out of his sails. Yeah, like very interesting.
Yeah, I struggled to not devolve into Bathus there at the end because I did have Zaya snap at Sven, you know.
Or at Yabardo.
I mean, Yabardo, yes. Because he's like, well, but I was like, okay, how? Because I wanted them to have like some like normal interactions, you know? But I didn't want it to get super ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so I was like really trying to like balance that. But one thing is like, okay, Sven went along with these people not knowing where the hell they were going. Is that realistic? Yes, it is. Because I can say that when I lived in Mongolia, I did that daily. People would be like, come on, we're going. Yeah. Period. We're going.
That's, I think, the part that made me think of The Alchemist, because no, it's not realistic. Just like every day-to-day life. No, people don't do that. But this isn't everyday life. Like this is magical. Yeah. Like, and so that's part of my suspension of disbelief. It's just that, well, yeah, he's going. Right. And so it never questioned why or that he would do that. It's just he did.
Yeah. And he does feel like an inexplicable desire to go with them.
Yes.
You know, he's somehow like drawn to them. But I can say that that's how my life was in Mongolia. Like every day people were like, let's go. And I'm like, where? And they're like,
that way.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you that right now. Or maybe they did and I just didn't understand what they were saying. But, or you'd be like, well, how long is it going to take us to get there? I can't tell you that because it's bad luck. Oh. To say that a journey is going to last a certain amount of hours is bad luck. And so not knowing anything, I never knew. Like I one time went on a 24-hour van ride and nobody would tell me how many more hours there were. Nobody would tell me how many hours. Nobody would tell me because it was bad luck.
Are we there yet? No, stop asking.
Yeah. And if I asked them how long till we get there, they would just be like, moir, which means bad luck. Just be like, no, that's bad. Like, get this foreigner to shut the fuck up about our ETA because we're not going to talk about that. But also, it reminds me of whenever Kim came and visited me in Mongolia. And we were going somewhere in a taxi, and me and the taxi driver were talking in Mongolian. Of course, Kim didn't understand anything. And suddenly he makes a U-turn, and Kim was like, oh, where are we going? And I was like, you'll see. And me and him are just like talking in the front seat, and she's like, but where are
we going?
It's like, don't worry about it. And then we pull over and I'm like, get out of the car. And she's like, no,
you're gonna kill me, aren't you?
I was like, just get out. And we got out, and then we like tramped through like a field and like over some barbed wire, and then we went up to some guys milking horses, and there was a tent, and then we went in and we bought some fermented mare's milk. Yeah.
Okay. That's that story.
That's that story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, Kim has also experienced this, just going somewhere and having no fucking clue where.
Absolutely no idea. Yeah. Well, I really dig this story. Your descriptions remain some of my favorites, but the standouts in this are your characters.
Thank you so much.
And I just really like this band of Gene.
Yay.
Plus Sven, to see them all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very cool. I'm liking this.
Thank you.
And our final story for this week is by Mikey Does Not Likey.
Mikey Don't Likey.
The poem titled Festivities. So yeah, I suppose without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and read Festivities by Mikey Does Not Likey. A festive melody can bring me back to yesteryears, as instrumental chords and strings erase my morbid fears. I'd spend a million moments here, if only I could remain. A reader of the notes so clear, they take away my pain. Each tone a bullet, killing time, a loaded magazine that sprays with harmonies sublime, draws near eternity. The music swells and draws my chest toward eternal joy. I give my all, I give my best, to dance without remorse. As festive notes ascend to heights of my ancestral plane, I pray again to eldritch night to take away my pain. And yet I wonder who will care at broken dance and spoken prayer.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful, yeah. And it has a rhythm to it that really does lend it to like song. And also it seems very upbeat, like just by the word choice and everything. It draws me through it very quickly. And it has this kind of exuberance about it.
Yeah, it definitely has a more positive spin than the last one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all while still addressing things like my morbid fears. It's erasing them, but they're there nonetheless. Yeah.
That's purdy.
It is a purdy.
It's a purdy.
I'd spend a million moments here if only I could remain. Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of creativity with the word choice, the I could remain, the way that's rhythmically notated there.
Yeah.
That
I could, I like that.
The way that I'm just not that creative with poetry, I don't think, to think that I can get away with that.
Yeah.
But in this case, you absolutely could. And you
totally.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would never think around that corner that way. Yeah.
And there at the end, though, the last two lines, and yet I wonder who will care at broken dance and spoken prayer. I feel like there at the end is a callback to the nihilism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's the point of all this?
Yeah, it does. It does devolve. Yeah.
Yeah. But the author is still like, or the point of view character is still grasping at hope. Seems more like, okay, maybe there is a reason for all this. Maybe there is, but still struggling with, but is there really?
Yeah.
You know, whereas the last one was more like, there isn't a reason.
And somehow, even in that one, we were able to find hope, but it was all well encapsulated inside nihilism. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one is definitely like trying to reach out of that capsule, trying to like bust out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It does feel part and parcel with last week's for sure. And I haven't gone back to compare meter or rhyming scheme to know if they do fit in that way. I don't feel like they do, but last week's was also kind of fluid, like it changed.
Yeah.
So I could say that just off of tone and everything, this feels like an evolution from last week. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think this does a great job to describe the prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Oh man, this stanza, each tone a bullet killing time, a loaded magazine. That's fascinating. I love the each tone a bullet killing time. I love that. I read that. I was like, wow. Yeah. That's such, it's very creative and it's also very visceral. Like a bullet killing time. Like that's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Again, that's thinking around a corner that I wouldn't even see as a corner.
Yeah.
Like very,
that's
very interesting.
Cool imagery.
Yeah.
For sure.
Really like that. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mikey.
Thanks, Mikey.
I really enjoyed this.
Me too.
Yeah, we're always down for some poetry.
We are.
Yeah.
That we are.
And that is all of our stories for this week.
Each and every one?
Each and every one.
Wow.
So thank you, Jake, for being selected here today. Stellar work this week. And Nick, to you, Curious Writer 25, Walker by Faith, you. Rachel. And Mikey does not like you. Hey, thanks, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Great turnout.
Yes.
Great stories. And that takes us into episode 75. Okay, so for episode 75, we are issuing an intro line prompt.
Yay.
And this is a very simple intro line of, I swore I would never tell anyone what really happened.
Wow.
And that can be... Yeah, just that's it. That's That's all it is. That could be from narration. That could be a quotation. You can use that line in whatever context you want, but I swore I would never tell anyone what really happened. So the words to accompany this intro line prompt are drop, evaluate, pleasant, will, and coat.
Cool.
So drop.
Okay, drop. It can be a noun or a verb.
Yeah.
So you can have a drop of water, a drop of blood.
Yeah. There is a, I forget what it's called. It's a glass. A Prince Rupert's drop. It's a piece of glass. It's a piece of glass that is unbreakable. It can withstand incredible compressive strength. But as soon as you break the tail off of it, like, because it's like a ball like this, and it looks like a teardrop, and there's a little tail that curls off of it.
Okay.
As soon as you, because that tail is really fragile. As soon as you snap that, the whole thing falls apart.
Wait a second. But I thought you said it was unbreakable.
It's unbreakable so long as that tail is there. Because there's like this big. Here, I'm going to show it to you.
What the hell?
Isn't that wild?
That is so wild.
That is so cool. Like, and
that's crazy.
I've seen demonstrations that people put it under like hydraulic presses, and it breaks the press.
What the fuck?
It's so cool. I love the Prince Rupert's drop. It defies all logic.
Why is it? I don't get it. Why is it so strong like that?
Something about how the surface tension of the glass is under extreme tension. And so
is it because of the material being different, or because of the way that it's cooled?
I think it's the way that it's cooled.
Wow.
Like the way the outside is cooled versus it has that like molten inside, and the way that all cools allows it to be very, very, very strong. But as soon as you snap that tail, just the whole thing just detonates.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah. Very cool.
What the fuck?
Okay. So yeah, that's a drop.
All right,
that's a Prince Rupert's drop.
I might use that.
And our next word is evaluate.
Evaluate. It's like to inspect, evaluate, to watch, to look at and check.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can't be it's evaluate. It's a verb. Okay. Yeah. Evaluate. It's only a verb. Yeah. It's only a verb.
Yeah,
evaluate.
you can like evaluate a class.
Yeah.
You can evaluate.
To watch.
Yeah.
To check the value of something.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
And our next word is pleasant. Oh. It's such a pleasant word. Pleasant.
It's very pleasant. It is only an adjective.
A pleasant pheasant.
Yes. Yes.
A pleasant peasant.
Right. I'm trying to think of like it can be a nominal adjective. The pleasance. It's like the untouchables.
Or maybe it's like a place could be called the Pleasance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where are you going? Oh, I'm headed to the Pleasance.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a nice place to go to. The Pleasance. Here we go, a pleasanting, a ring-a-ding-a-ding. No?
I will not. I will not.
Okay, fine.
And our next word is will.
Will?
Yeah.
Okay. Will. Damn, this can be so many things.
So many things.
So many things. So it can be a helping verb, like for the future. It can be a will, like a desire, like he has a strong will. It can be a will, like the thing that you write before you die. It can be to will something is a verb. What else can it be? Will.
Expressing the future tense, expressing inevitable events, expressing a request. Will you stop? Yeah. Expressing facts, expressing habitual behavior. It's just an expression, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the habitual behavior one, like, oh, yeah, on Tuesdays I'll go to the farmer's market and whatever.
Often contracted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheel, owl, she'll, heel. But yeah, noun, verb. As nouns go, it's the faculty by which a person decides on or initiates action. So yeah, their will to act, and then a legal document. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking there might be another noun in there, but I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, will. One of those very basic words that can do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we all probably use this in our stories anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I challenge you to use it in a creative way.
Yeah, maybe one of those nouns would be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. And our final word is coat.
Coat. This is one of my favorite words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noun and a verb. Yeah.
Yes, I really like the OA.
Coat.
Yes, I do. This is something that I've been really working with one of my students in pronouncing. Rose coat. Because he wants to be like Roz caught. And I'm like, no. Your mouth has to end like ooh. Coat. And he's like, coat. I'm like, no. Coat. Oh. Anyway, coat is a warming device.
A warming garment.
Yes, a garment, which keeps you warm. It is also a verb to coat something in something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you coat that wall in a fresh coat of paint.
A coat of paint.
Yeah.
A coat of gloss.
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 Gloss. Oh, gloss.
Glouse. Glousy.
Okay.
A coat of arms. Armor. Coat of armor.
Yeah.
Coat of armor.
Yeah. And also a coat of arms.
Coat of arms.
Is a
symbol.
sigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The thing that shows your family's whatever.
Crest.
Your crest.
Yeah.
Crest. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think that's it. So those words again are drop, evaluate, pleasant, will, and coat. And if you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write.
That's my line.
Okay, go ahead.
If you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you are unable to submit a story this week, that is fine. You can always help out by reading and commenting on other people's stories. We've had a really great turnout of commenters.
We really have.
Yeah.
Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast. You
can also reach us at yourightpod@gmail.com.
If you like our show and want to help support us, consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/YouWrite.
If you're unable to donate, that's just fine. You can help us by sharing the podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
Also, be sure to leave us a rating and review, please, in your podcatcher of choice, please. Also, there's comments out there. Like you can leave comments in Spotify, YouTube.
Please. And remember, join us next week on You Write,
a podcast where you write. See you all next week.